Um, Start Smart salary.
Yes.
Okay, Catherine, do you have a pencil and
No,
paper?
I can get one.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, also, this is being recorded and it'll be
Yes.
available on YouTube
Yes.
later, just in case somebody, you know, misses something.
Okay, when she gets back, for the rest of you, if you want to recommend to your nieces, your sister, people you know, they can go to salary.aauw.org, O-R-G. And that is a free 2-hour Start Smart workshop. It is very, very great. Catherine, I'll give it to you again.
Okay.
Salary, SALARY dot AAUW dot org, O-R-G. Uh-huh. It's a 2-hour workshop. You can take as long or as short as you want. You can take it as many times as you want. And it's free, and Coca-Cola pays for it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you will have a wonderful time. In fact, the best thing to do is to take the workshop with another person so that the two of you can practice.
Oh,
It is-
perfect. I usually go for biotechnology. They usually assign a partner, and my best friend there, she would greatly appreciate this.
The two of you will have a great time, and you will really learn how to negotiate your salary. And that's what you're doing right now. So best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Donna, that was terrific. I'm so glad that you you mentioned that, because I know when I saw your presentation on it, I was really excited. I've already told my nephew.
Oh, that's great. Yes, not just nieces, nephews too. We have to have their.
I appreciate
we have to train them too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you again, Barbara Bladen, for a terrific job. And but we're not going to miss you, because you will be our liaison with SBCs. So anyway, let's move on now. And I'm going to go back to sharing the agenda here so that we find it. Where am I? There we are. Okay. So now we'd like to move to the special interest groups. And you know, a lot of what we have in our branch, Nancy, I don't know offhand how many special interest groups there are.
I think there's at least 4 or 5.
Yeah. So that's the fun part, you know, where we get to socialize and learn. And so one of the really, really interesting ones is called Great Decisions. And we have Linda Quinby, who will be talking to us today about Great Decisions. Linda?
Hi, everybody. I'm here representing Kathy Adams, who is our fearless leader of Great Decisions, and she does a fabulous job. Fortunately or unfortunately, she's at a wedding today, so she couldn't be here. But Kathy does a great job of leading our Great Decisions group and kind of leading us through various questions on whatever topic we're talking about and making sure everybody gets a chance to participate. And Great Decisions is a program that's sponsored by the Foreign Policy Association, and they prepare the materials that we use. So each month we read 10 or 12 pages on the particular topic that's coming up. And if you look at the topics, it may be a little intimidating, but trust me, I know as little as anybody about most of these topics. And we're all there to learn that And it's amazing how relevant these topics are, even though they prepare the materials, like the last quarter of the previous year. And invariably, something is going on in the world that relates to the topic we're discussing that month. So like this coming month, July 7th, we'll be discussing the Quad, which I had no idea what that was until I saw our topic. And lo and behold, the Quad has been in the news lately because the 4 leaders of the 4 countries involved, which would be Japan, Australia, India, and the US, were meeting. And so we were seeing articles, and we do share articles or videos we come across in between just to help everybody, get an idea of the topic we're discussing. But just want to tell everybody, no knowledge, special experience, or anything like that is required. Invariably, we do have people in the group who have either traveled there or studied the country or studied the topic or read a book or read some additional material. So that always helps. But it's a very welcoming group and very open to anybody to come and just learn or participate in the group. And we meet the first Thursday of each month, 7 p.m. via Zoom. And that may be about it. So thank you.
Linda, I'd like to add the fact that there are 2 ways of accessing the information. One is by buying the book, and the other one is that Kathy will email you the chapters so that you can read them individually on Zoom or print them off.
Good. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, and each chapter has a few questions at the end, but then we'll also get off into topics that relate to whatever it is. And so we talk about the questions, but also about the topic in general.
Oh, that's really fascinating. Thank you, Linda. I don't know, are there any questions from anybody for Linda? Okay. Well, thank you again. Oh, wait, we do. But Patricia Johnson Khalifa, amazing job for Barbara and Linda and both of you. Anyway, okay, let's move on now, and we will go to Nancy Lombardi-Coors.
I don't know where to start because Fun Food and Friends has been going for 19 years with our branch. And this is a group of,
Whoops.
Oop, she froze, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening here. Well,
We may need to circle back.
Well, she may just have to dial in again. Let me see.
Well, some of us are in Fun Food and Friends, so we could, oh, there she is. She's back.
I disappeared. Anyway, Fun Food and Friends is made up of groups of 6 people who are autonomous, and they decide among themselves where, when, and how, and what they want to eat together and socialize together. This year, because of the past pandemic, we have been doing restaurants, we have been doing homes, we've been doing a variety of things. And basically, it's for a period of like 5 or 6 months, and then I alternate and change the group so that you get to know intimately each other's personalities. And for a lot of people, this has been a long-term friendship group. I think Bobby Carnes and I have been with each other forever. And it's a type of situation where you really develop friendships. And these are lasting friendships. So the setup is usually one group or one couple does the main dish, one couple does the dessert, and one couple does the salad. So it makes it very easy. You do not have to cook. You can go to the nearest restaurant or the farthest one and enjoy just having dinner together. My second group sort of started out with, I don't know what, it's called Novel Lovers. And we have been in existence, what, 2 or 3 or 4 years, I can't remember. But we have been reading some very fascinating books. This month, we will be discussing The Conspiracy of Mothers with Norlin on the 4th Monday of the month at 4 o'clock. Next month, I would like to really push a book called Pay Up, which talks about how women have through the decades been dealing with getting jobs and salaries. And you'll learn a lot about what you thought you knew, but you didn't know. So we encourage people to join us for our Novel Lovers group on the 4th Monday. Let me know if you would like to participate. And definitely let me know if you would love to join Fun Food and Friends. And we have been going strong, and I don't think I've heard one person who said, oh, this is the pits.
Nancy, what was that second book you said?
Pardon me?
The second book you mentioned?
Pay Up.
Oh, Pay Up.
And it talks about how you negotiate salaries, what you do, what people in the past, and this woman who has written the book, and her name's very complicated, has started an organization for girls and STEM, which is very nationwide, and she's done an excellent job. So I think that you'll learn a lot, maybe what some of the things that you went through in your jobs, but also how much of it has changed due to how women have come forth and said, you know, this is what we need now. And so it's a very informative book. I found it very fascinating, and I learned a lot. Also, please be aware, I think there's another group that deals with mystery reading. If you're into mysteries, there's that group gets together, and I don't remember if you're sure if we have a group that deals with bridge. Does anybody know? Do we have a bridge group?
Very definitely.
And if anybody wants to start a poker group, I'm open.
Yeah, there's a morning literature also, and no, I don't think there's a movie group. Well, I don't know if the movie group is meeting at all.
I'll just throw in there that our Novel Lovers group meets via Zoom. And we actually have Laura Pasquale joining us from upstate New York. And we have Irma Cox joining us from Houston, Texas. And my friend Connie, who's now a member of our branch, joins us from Lancaster. I actually logged in and joined the group from Washington, D.C. when we were out of town. So it's been really fun to have the accessibility of meeting via Zoom.
And I would like to mention also the wonderful group that Karen started, which is the Out to Lunch Bunch, which meets at local restaurants, you know, which is a really fun group. It's really nice to meet because you see people that you don't often get a chance to see right now during COVID, and we're outside at wonderful restaurants all over, you know, our area.
Yeah.
That's
And
all
I'd like to tap in on what Nolin's saying too, for those of us like my husband and I who are very cautious about COVID and being in groups inside. You know, all of our out to lunch are outside in very pleasant patios, and I just went blank. Your group, Nancy,